Hello, this is your friendly neighbor, Dr. Jimmy 128, and I bring to you Game 2 between CubeIce versus CubeRixilius. Once again, a little about these two players. CubeRixilius, a Master League player in Team Cube. He did qualify for the PPSL and they will be flying there very soon. I believe the PPSL has been moved to October. And he is spawning here in the upper right hand corner of the map. This is Shakura's Plateau. And his opponent spawning on the lower left hand corner of the map, we have none other than CubeIce, Cube's rising star. His quick rise to the Masters League is very shocking. I mean, he's been playing StarCraft 2 for like a month. But I hear he does have Brood War experience, so it is not that much of a shocker. But still amazing how he has adapted to StarCraft 2 in such a very short period of time. And that is CubeIce. Watch out, peeps. CubeIce is coming to town. And we did see in the last game, CubeIce did a very nice attack, which oh god, I'm having this problem. Which ended the game. Rixilius did a very untimely blink into the army of CubeIce. He could have reserved that blink and done very nice blink micro to prevent to lessen the damage. It could have made a huge difference if he was blinking Stalker's back instead of blinking all the way into the line of fire. But hey, that's StarCraft 2. So let's see how he will fare in this game. He's actually doing a very good job of delaying this expansion here from CubeIce. CubeIce just needs to plop down the hatchery now. But he did decide to put down his spawning pool first. So that isn't much of a delay. CubeIce now has the expansion planted, and CubeRixilius just bring the pro back in. And he's also fast expanding. I believe this is a 14 Nexus. Followed up by a Forge and a Gateway. So Rixilius looking to go heavy macro in this game just by that 14 or 15 gate into Forge. Normally Protosses would get their Forge first and maybe Cannon harass the expansion, but no, Rixilius went straight for the Nexus, then grabbed the Forge and a Gateway. He should seal this with another Gateway coming up. As soon as he can afford it, there you go, there is the Gateway. That should complete the wall off. And I like this. This is very ballsy. If CubeIce would be, if he gets, wow, even have the animation for the amount of resources that was returned to you. So very nice patch there from Blizzard. I love you, Blizzard. Anyways, if CubeIce would be aware that Rixilius is going for this Nexus first build, or even any 3-gate fast expand or whatever, a Roach Ling all-in could be very viable unless Rixilius will spot that and puts up more cannons for defense. But it doesn't appear as though Ice knows about it. Well, he does know that the expansion is up. He doesn't know how early it is, so it doesn't matter. And wow, I like this decision here from CubeIce. He is grabbing a third base, second expansion right away upon seeing this expansion from CubeRixilius. So that is definitely another avenue to go, travel along, to walk on, or whatever. This is definitely another option here if you see your opponent going for a very fast second as Zerg. Grab a very fast third. And CubeIce does have a lot of probes here. He can Maynard some over to his expansion. He's somehow slightly oversaturated. 3 draws. He's actually totally fine here. He's not grabbing his lair. And let's see what is Rixilius doing. He does have both guys in his main. He should be grabbing these 2 gas later. Or very soon we have the Cybernetic Store churning out. The Warp Gate, then we have a Stargate from Rixilius. So he may be going for air, of Of course, duh. But will he do a mothership rush? I'd like to say mothership rush. From Rixilius, will you throw down the fleet bacon? Grabbing a void ray and throwing down 3 more gates. He'll be on 4 gateways and a starport to the forge and cybercore. Expansion now up for CubeIce. He should be saturating this right now. I'm not sure where his attention is at the moment. Third gas is now up. Well, second gas actually. There is a lair, and yes, I'm allowed to use actually, but I'm trying my best to minimize the use of that word. I think the void rays are about to come out. Will he reveal the void ray? Well, it appears as though it will be revealed as the rally point is set straight to this overlord. There goes the void ray. CubeIce is aware. And what is he going to do in retaliation? He sees it. He's going for a Hydralisk then and an evolution chamber. Very nice. I believe the Hydralisk. He may be going for Hydralisks this game as he did last game, and this Evo chamber, of course, for upgrades and possibly spore crawlers. Hydralisk is gonna break down this wall. I wonder why he stopped. It looks like he is, CubeIce is going to have all his overlords retreat from the field and also have a spire. Wow, so CubeIce grabbing almost every single tech building. We have a Roachworn, we have a Hydralisk, then we have a spire. Next, he may be plopping down an infestation pit. Of course, he may go for broodlords as well. And broodlords are just a very, very strong unit against Protoss in general, unless you have these void rays up to maybe 4, 5, 6 void rays to focus down all of the broodlords. But broodlords are a pain. What are we seeing now? Rixilius is grabbing his third, and I'm not sure if you guys should be aware of this. We have a robotics bay now coming for Rixilius, and he may be going for the Void Ray Colossus Gateway Death Ball, which is very, very menacing and very scary. And CubeIce just spreading the creep. Spread the creep. We have very nicely positioned spore crawlers. We have the Roachworn churning out. The Glial Reconstitution. We have +1 range attacks on the way, and we have the Infestation Pit, so a Hive Tech coming very, very shortly. Looking at the income tab, Rixilius is slightly ahead. He's ahead by 11 probes, and he is transferring a lot right now to this expansion. The Colossi and the Thermal Lance upgrade now coming out. We have a lot of drones now being made from CubeIce. Has he caught up? Yes, he has somewhat caught up. He's now behind by 7. We have 5 roaches on the way. Infestation Pit is almost done. Are we gonna see a 4th base from CubeIce right now? No. He did now complete the Grooves Finds upgrade. Infestation Pit is now up. Will he go for Infestors or just go straight for Hive? And Rixilius, though, these two are very content to... Ooh, looks like we had a little skirmish here between the Void Ray and some of the Hydralisks here. What was I gonna say? I don't know. I lost my trail of thought, and we have 11 overlords. Not sure if he actually meant to do this, but this should boost him up way, way high. Looks like he's gonna get the Void Ray. There are only 3 Hydralisks, but that should be enough. And looks like Ice now poised to apply some pressure, but Rixilius is ahead in the food count. He's 121 over 99. His economic decisions are paying off right now, and we have 3 more gateways now going to be turned into warp gates. Are we going to see an engagement here? No. Expansion now going up for CubeIce, and a lot of gates now being warped in for Rixilius. He is continuing to increase his... No, actually, Ice now catching up in the food count. He's producing a lot of roaches. 8 Hydralisks about to come out. We have 3 corruptors as well to take care of the Colossi. Now you have to be very careful in your corruptor production. If you overproduce, then your corruptor should be useless once The Colossi die, but they can be turned into Broodlords, and I can see that Ice is not going for a lair. He may turn that into a Greater Spiral. Looks like we have Rixilius now pushing out. He's at the choke. I'm not sure if this is a great position, but there are Colossi from behind it. Actually, wow, CubeIce pincering the army, sending a group of units from to attack from behind and some units to attack from the front. And looks like these units are going to take out all the reinforcing Colossi and Gateway units. And the main army is just now being evaporated by all these Roaches and Hydras. Corruptor is doing their job of taking out the Colossus. And looks like we only have 4 Stalkers left to face all these Roaches and Hydras. We have 8 Roaches just about to come out, and we have +2 attacks. So the macro game for both players is very good. They're both still macroing despite the very intense battle right there. Looking at the units lost, Rixilius came out way on the back end of that. He lost a lot of 6,000 minerals worth. He lost his entire army. Did not deal that much damage, but he did take out a lot of units for CubeIce. He is slow to produce though, but right now he is ahead in the food count. But that is about to change as CubeRixilius has about 6 or 7 gateways worth of production, a starport, and a robotics facility constantly producing Colossi. And will CubeIce engage? No, he decides to back out. There are a lot of Stalkers, but they do not have Blink. Blink is just now about halfway done, or thirds of the way. Third, 2/3, 1/3 of the way done. Roach is now attacking the rocks. This drone desperately wants to make a hatchery. They actually they removed the happy face. Oh, they gave him dimples instead on both sides. But no eyes. Looks like Rixilius is now coming in for another attack. This time he does have an observer. He will be able to snipe, and he has sniped out the creep tumors, receding the creep. And he's just backs out. Maybe he just wanted to scare CubeIce just a little bit. The 4th is now up for Ice. He's now grabbing his 5th base, but he has not calculated them as much. Rixilius is on the ideal amount of probes, 75, 76, and Ice is kind of behind in the drone count. So Rixilius now looking very, very strong. He has 2 Void Rays along with 2 Colossi and a lot of Blink Stalkers, so this is going to be quite troublesome for Rixilius. And what can he do? He has 3 Broodlords, 4 Broodlords on the way. And here we go. Will Rixilius go for the base? He is moving in. No, he just shoots and backs out. He does not want to overcommit. It looks like we may have a huge engagement right here in the middle of the map. And here come all the Stalkers pushing back the Roaches and roasting a lot of Hydralisks. Colossus deals so much damage to Hydras. We have a lot of Stalkers here waiting to join the army. Looks like 4th base is now coming up for Rixilius, and we have 14 Roaches now in production. I would like to see more Hydralisks because these Void Rays can easily turn the tide for Rixilius. He can simply target down all of these few. There are only like 3 Hydras. He can target down these 3 Hydras with the Colossi, and the Void Rays will just wipe everything out. They'll have nothing to stand in their way. How many Void Rays does he have right now? He only has 3. I'd like to see 3 or 4 more, and that would be very, very deadly. I think we have a wall of cannons now here being set up by Rixilius. He does not want this base to be breached. And we have armor and attack upgrade level 3. And it looks like we're gonna have an engagement right here in the middle of the map. Again, there are 3 Colossi here, and only a handful of Corruptors, and all these Blink Stalkers are going to overwhelm this Zerg army. All of the Hydras have been taken out. Rixilius now wisely backing out into the choke, but he still has a huge army advantage. He's just backing away from the Broodlords, and the Colossi are roasting just about every single Roach, and the Void Rays are going to town. There are no more Hydralisks that can attack them right now. They're just Roaches and Broodlords, and we all know Broodlords cannot attack air, and he's even borrowing the Roaches, but there is an observer here in the army. so I don't know what he was trying to accomplish here. And these Brood Lords are caught out of position and will be taken out by the Blink Stalkers. And there's absolutely nothing that can stop these Void Rays from destroying and decimating every single roach. 8 Hydras are on the way though, but they are going to be taken out. And looks like Xilius now can push in and go for the kill. Is just now getting this third base for Ice, and he is going to take out the drones, so fleeing for their lives. And Blink Stalkers are just going to chase him down. Will he go for this other expansion? No, he's actually backing out. And these roaches are going to get a couple of free pot shots. And Rixilius coming out the victor in that huge series of battles, and looks like we have these stalkers just going to die. Bye bye. And we have a lot of stalkers now being warmed in for Xilius. He has 4 Void Rays, which is very, very scary, and 4 Colossi. They're just gonna barbecue all of these Hydralisks. Sites are now being researched, so Rixilius now adding to his lead. He's definitely in the lead here. He has a nearly maxed out army. It looks like this is going to be the final battle as CubeIce was caught out of position. The Colossi dealing damage from the back. The Stalker taking a lot of damage from the front. Nice blink back there to fall to the Colossi, but these Void Rays are unchallenged. There's nothing that can take them out, and looks like Rixilius is gonna go for this expansion. No, will he? Yes. Colossi shooting from the low ground. Stoppers up, and I don't think CubeIce can do anything right now. He's even borrowing the drones. Very war-esque move there, but there is a servant in the army. I don't think he's Ice going for a counterattack right here, looking for any possible Protoss expansions, but no, he's gonna act. Wow, he's gonna take out these Templar and the Stalker and Pylon and even go for this base. But looks like CubeRixilius, will he pull back? No, he's gonna push into the natural expansion. However, there is a counterattack going on in the Protoss 4th base, but Rixilius now putting all the probes out. They're putting them to safety, and a lot of Stalkers being held in. And the base, natural expansion for CubeIce has been obliterated. CubeIce, he is still holding on, even sending the Void Rays to deal with the roaches. CubeIce is still fighting. CubeIce fighting. He wants to stay in this game. He's doing his best to make a comeback, but with all his tech structures and his hive and everything going down, I do not think he can make a comeback. Excuse me. He's just waiting for the GP here from Ice. The roach attack has been thwarted. The main base totally gone. These Colossus so much damage. 37, 27, 32 kills on those Colossi. That's absolutely sick. Void Rays not coming back. It looks like we have an air army here for Ice, but Corruptor is not exactly the best unit to go up against Void Rays, though they deal a lot of damage to massive. Void Rays are not massive. And wow, 4 Void Rays taking out about 6 Corruptors, and they are now fully charged. The Brood Lords are no problem. CubeIce GG's, and the series is tied 1 game apiece. We are going into the rubber match, people. Hope you guys enjoyed that. This has been your friendly neighbor, Dr. Jimmy, signing off. Later.